And it is another first for me. I am taking a train ride from Arizona to New York City. This train trip takes about 56 hours. No, I did not get a sleeper car. I am just in the coach section. It's been a stressful year, and I have not had much time really to relax and unwind and enjoy. So even though I had my computer with me and all kinds of things that I could have done, I basically put on my headphones, listened to audiobooks, and sat looking out the window for almost the entire train ride from Flagstaff, Arizona to Penn Station, New York. It was beautiful, very relaxing, and it felt good to just sit and do nothing for a little while. My audiobooks that I was listening to were incredible as well, so that felt good. Fall foliage, got to see a lot of the fall foliage as well. Not very much of that happening in Arizona, so it was fun to just get across country and see it all. Some of the places that I really did want to see, though, we were traveling in the nighttime, so I didn't get to see everything that I wanted to, but nonetheless, it was very relaxing. And as the scenery rolled by, plenty of wildlife out there. Saw pronghorn and elk and deer and of course cattle and horses. Many, many, many birds. One of my favorite things was all of the dogs in people's backyards, that when the train came, they would come barking, running and dashing towards the fence line of their yard to bark at the train going by. I marveled at how many people weren't even looking out the window. They were just focused on their electronics and what they were doing. I don't know. I just thoroughly enjoyed watching the scenery go by. Had some time to kill in Chicago at Union Station. My backpack was way too big and heavy to lug around and go do much, so pretty much stayed put and enjoyed the architecture of the train station. Coming up along the Hudson on the train, I had no idea why I never took the train up the Hudson line when I lived so close. I would always drive, but the train ride up is so spectacular, and it was quite a treat getting to see the whole entire Hudson area from this viewpoint from the train. Got to stop in Albany as well, and had a nice little lunch at a park by the water in Albany. They also had food on the train, and then of course at the stop, some of the stops you could get out and get some food to eat, as well as eating in the train station. And of course the whole point of the trip was to get to spend time with Mom. Hadn't seen Mom in a while, and just delightful and comfortable and easy to stay here and enjoy a week at my mom's house. And of course we went out and we got to go have some adventures together as well. In addition to getting to see my cousin, who I haven't seen in a long time, I got to meet her fiancé Patrick as well. And I also got to go visit my Uncle Mike and Aunt Dana. Yes, that was the Stu Leonard's Cow. A trip back home wouldn't be complete without a stop at Stu's. It got us a whole entire seafood feast, complete with lobster tails and New England chowder and dessert, and made that for my mom. Binged on a lot of food: Carmendale, quail eggs, Chinese takeout, of course. Time flies when you're having fun. Time to head back. Train from Stamford, Connecticut to Grand Central Station. That was Grand Central Station, and then I hoofed it over to Penn Station, and then the train from Penn Station to Chicago's Union Square, or Union Station. A $10 hot dog, because when in Rome. Now, I did something silly. On the way to, my backpack was so big and heavy that it was ridiculous to try to go anywhere with it outside of the train station. So what I did this time is I packed up all my dirty clothes and I shipped them back home so my backpack would be lighter. And that way I got to walk around and spend a little time exploring the city. I walked from the train station on over to the water, and it was a super, super adventure.
All right, here is Chicago. Never been here before. I made it. It's really pretty down by the water. Is Chicago the Windy City? Pretty windy down here too. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Perfect day for an adventure too. Alright, before I get ahead of myself, I better turn myself around and start to head back to the train station. I want to explore over there. I want to explore over there. I'd like to go explore over there. I'd also really like to walk the whole park over there. But I don't have enough time to, so I'll just go back on over to where I came from. Yay! Thanks, Chicago!
And I had to do a hot dog comparison. New York wins hands down. Chicago dog, I could take it or leave it. Probably leave it. I'd rather have a New York dog any day. And I kind of wish I had had some more time to enjoy the city. Maybe go on one of these boat trips or something like that. But maybe there will be a next time. And it would have been nice to have Casey here too, of course. Okay, back in the train station, last leg of my trip. Thanks, New York City. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Amtrak train. Thanks, Casey, for letting me have some time off to go. I had a great adventure.